Hey everyone, I'm Kayla, Thomas's wife, and Thomas isn't feeling very well and lost his voice. He asked me to read his written review for you, so every word after this will be his writing. We hope you enjoy. Before listening to this review, understand that the game revolves heavily around grief, death, depression, and anxiety. If these themes are triggering to you, it may be a good idea to skip this video and game. I did get a free copy of this product from keymailer.co. With that being said, enjoy the review. GraveyardGirls is a visual novel created by Penguin Pop Games revolving around Elle, a young woman who lost her father on Halloween, and on an anniversary of her father's death, she visits his graveside. She struggles to cope with the loss of her father and other events in her life, but to help cope with her feelings, she scribbles in her illustration diary. It's quite sweet. Throughout the story, the player can choose the direction of conversations held with Elle herself, her father's spirit, and to the mysterious, beautiful young woman named Lucia, who arrives to the cemetery before Elle leaves. Is it fate that brings these two together? It's up to you to decide. Through text and some visual aid, the story goes through a roller coaster of emotions and themes. Grief, depression, heartache, love, happiness, and mental health awareness all have a huge impact on the visual novel. The biggest struggle with it, though, is the visual aid. I'm not saying that the visions aren't beautiful, because they are, but there aren't very many images throughout the story. There are very large portions of the game that are stuck on one image while story moves along, and there are some instances where all you see is a black screen while the text continues. For example, the two main characters are in a car driving to their destination, but we see nothing, just blackness. Though the visual diversity is lackluster, the music throughout complements the story perfectly. Sad and somber music over sad dialogue, more helpful music during times of laughter. The audio mixing is absolutely fantastic. One scene in particular removes the music and creates such an eerie sense of anxiety it gave me chills. Some portions of the story feel unbelievable to me. The relationship between Elle and Lucia develops too fast for my liking, and maybe that's the point, but I would have loved to see them develop conversation a bit longer before going into relationship territory. It was clear from the beginning where the relationship between the two of them was going, and it's quite cliche. I love the dialogue and text revolving around grief and mental health, and I would have loved to see more of that. Also, did Lucia ever text Elle? I guess we will never know. Overall, it's a visually stunning short story with beautiful dialogue and heartfelt music, creating a really emotional experience. Though I would love to see more images throughout the story, the journey is not boring in the slightest. It's not a perfect story, but neither is life. There are ups and downs in life, and this visual novel is a perfect representation of that. The love story is forced, but the rest of the journey is formed in such a creative and magical way. I give GraveyardGirls a 7 out of 10.